friends, Zoe here. Today I am so excited to talk to you because we are going to talk all about goals. And I'm going to be letting you guys know my goals for 2019. And then, you know, a year from now we'll revisit and we'll see what came true, similar to last year in my Goal Digger series. So without further ado, let's get started. First, I want to talk to you about New Year's goals versus New Year's resolutions. There's nothing that needs fixing in your life, and that's something to identify with. Resolutions sounds like we're trying to fix something, like something was broken or something wasn't right and we're trying to adjust. When we can set goals for ourselves, when we can set levels of achievement that we are desiring, we can then access fulfillment from achieving what our soul and what our greater desires are. Of course, sometimes these things change, but by having visions and goals in place, we can better make decisions on a daily basis, asking ourselves, is this action that I'm about to take? Is this class I'm about to join? Is this trip I'm about to go on? Does it feed my greater vision for myself? So the more and more we can hold ourselves aligned and accountable for these types of things, the more and more fulfilled we're going to feel on a daily basis and just happier in our overall everyday life. I'm about to let you guys know about my goals and my different categories. But before I get on that, I want to let you know that this is in collaboration with my amazing friend Kia. So Kia is a friend that I actually made off of YouTube, and she's currently living in Munich, Germany. She is so wonderful and positive, and she is a female entrepreneur. She has her very own nail polish company called Kia Charlotte, which is a vegan company. She's done amazing and incredible things for herself, so I'm excited to hear about her goals. So be sure that after you've watched this video, go click over to Kia so you can get ideas about how you can set goals for your 2019 year, or just the ones that you do have. Maybe something I say or maybe something Kia says really sparks something in you and you're like, hey, you know what? That sounds exciting. That sounds like it's full of joy. So let's get into my goals, shall we? So if you guys followed along in the Goal Digger series last year, you'll know that I didn't fulfill everything, but what I did try to set out was different categories for myself. And I find that categories help me to keep myself in check and feed my whole self in different ways. For example, my career goal for this year is to become certified in life coaching. And the way that I want to do that is by taking the IPEC coaching program. I'm very much looking forward to it because I've already started life coaching. If you guys are interested, you can always email me. But I really want to become certified to better feel more confident in my personal brand and have a very professional launch. I know that by doing this so far, it's really fed my soul in such an incredible way. And each time I have a call with one of my clients, it just powers me for the whole rest of my day, the whole rest of my week, just to have that human connection and work together on achieving our goals. So it's something I'm very much looking forward to focusing on 2019 and just overall taking my career to the next level in that way. And my next goal is my creative goal. You guys might recognize this one from last year, but this creative goal is to write my novel. And this was on the list of last year. I started my novel, but I did not get anywhere near completing it. I think it's important to understand that it's all right if we don't achieve what we had set out to do, but if it's still something that's on our mind, we're still gonna put it forward into our future. So I have an idea for a novel, and I've had this for many years. I've already scripted a lot of it out, kind of set the skeleton for it, and it's up to me to fill it in. This year, I really want to dedicate some solid time to accessing my flow state, accessing my creative state to get this book written on paper, because it truly is a wonderful story, and I think it could inspire a lot of you. And I also think it will help me manifest positivity and abundance in my own future by just allowing myself to tap into the feelings of other characters. So that's my goal for 2019, is to get this novel written. So my next category that I have here is my spiritual goals. I have two of them written down here, and one of them is kind of a mix between spirituality and travel, and that is to return to Rhythmia for another week of healing and self-improvement. I had such an incredible transformational experience at Rhythmia where I participated in ayahuasca ceremonies, and it's truly helped me connect better with myself and to heal myself and to really catapult me moving forward into the life that I dream and desire for myself and bringing that to fruition. I want to set the intention that by the end of 2019, I will return to Rhythmia and I'll have another transformative week. My second goal in the spiritual category is to attend a Vipassana retreat. And I mean, long story short, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Vipassana. I asked you guys on Twitter and the majority of you said you've never heard of it. So Vipassana is a form of meditation. The retreats that I'm looking into are 10 days long. And what you do for 10 days is you isolate yourself from absolutely everything. You don't talk, you don't look at people, you eat vegan food, and you meditate for, I believe it's like 12 hours a day, 10 to 12 hours a day. So you are in silence for 10 days, meditating the majority of the day. This is something that sounds incredibly challenging, yes, but I also think it will grant me so much more clarity within, so much more awareness for myself, and I just feel drawn to it. Similar to how I felt drawn to ayahuasca all last year, I feel very drawn to a Vipassana retreat. So I've set the intention that I really want to attend a Vipassana retreat in a specific week. Sign-ups are open a few months before each one, so it's up to me, but I know exactly where I want to attend this Vipassana retreat. I'm setting the intentions within, and yeah, I'm looking forward to 10 days of self-growth and just better understanding of the spiritual being that is within me. That's one way that I hope to transform myself in 2019 spiritually. So next is travel goals. As you guys know, I definitely love to travel. But this next year, as I mentioned, I'm going to be taking the life coaching certification program. So I'm going to be studying a lot more, and I'm going to be really focusing on my career this year and taking a step back from travel. I know me, I know myself, and I'm definitely not saying goodbye to travel. I'm still going to travel, but less frequently. One place that I really feel a calling to and want to visit in 2019 is San Diego. I've already bought my ticket. It's a one-way ticket, and I'm not sure when my return ticket will be, but I already acted on that one, so I'm excited to fulfill this travel goal for myself. Also, as I mentioned, I feel very drawn to go to Rhythmia again. So Rhythmia is also there on travel goals, but other than that, I'm open to the experience and the possibilities. But like I said, this year is going to be less of a focus on travel, but more and more traveling within my career realm. For my personal self-improvement, self-development goals, I still have this goal of reading 2 books per month, and this was a goal of mine last year, and I definitely achieved it. And this year I just want to keep consistent with that. I want to keep reading at least 2 books per month for the entire year. We're so blessed that we live in a space where some people can have years and years of experience, and they're willing to share it with us in a book that's like this big, or an audiobook that's 4 hours. Like, we are gaining key knowledge and have the opportunity to gain key knowledge in such a short period of time that it's important that we consider that for ourselves, that we consider to feed our souls with information, with knowledge. It just helps us live our lives each and every day a little bit better. And if you guys didn't know, on my Patreon self-improvement community, I have a monthly book club. So each month I encourage everyone to read the same book, and then once a week we reflect on a certain topic of the book and really try to access that self-improvement part of ourselves, and where can we heal and what can we learn from this, and how can we take action from these books. Because not only is it important to consume, yes, but we have to take action on the things that we're learning. So in my community there, we help hold each other accountable. So the next goal I have listed here is my giving back goal. Throughout the year, I want to continue raising money for sea turtles because it is something I feel very passionate about. Last year, I definitely fulfilled this goal by volunteering with sea turtles, or Latin America sea turtles, for 1 week in Costa Rica, and I hope to donate at least 1 week of my time again to volunteering. I plan to continue to raise money through sea turtles throughout the year, so there's always a link below my videos. There is a few videos on sea turtles already that I've posted, so I'm going to be leaving those below too if you're interested. But I think it's really such a fulfilling experience when you can donate your time to an organization that you care about. It was such a fulfilling week for me in Costa Rica that's why I definitely want to do it again. And I definitely want to set the goal for myself to dedicate at least a week for the rest of my life per year solely volunteering. Because when we can put our energy in a way that feeds the world and helps the world become a better place, us in turn, we become a better person. The next category I want to talk about is fitness. My goal last year was to get into the best shape of my life and attend fitness classes about 3 times per week, and I definitely was pretty consistent with that. And if I wasn't in the gym, I was out rollerblading, or I was out running or walking or being active in some way. This year, my goal is to maintain what I accomplished last year, and that is to still be in the best shape of my life, to feel as comfortable and confident as I do in my body right now, but to also experiment with other fitness classes. So 2 fitness classes that I want to experience is a self-defense class, because I think that it would be very fun. It would also be such a tool to have as a woman, as a solo female traveler, to be able to defend myself if I ever got myself into a terrible situation. And I mean, let's hope this never happens, but I think it is a valuable skill to have. Another category of classes I want to try out is I want to try out pole dancing, because I think it would be super fun to just get in tune with like that type of energy within myself. And same as with the self-defense, is I am more interested now that I've achieved a very healthy state in my body, is that I want to experiment with different energies when it comes to fitness. So I want to explore self-defense, and I want to explore something like pole dancing, something that's like fun and exotic and a little bit different, a way to spice it up, let's say. Now my next goal is an adrenaline goal. Last year, I feel like I had plenty of adrenaline experiences. I went paragliding, I went bungee jumping, which is something I never ever thought I would do. But this year, I want to set the intention that my adrenaline goal will be to skydive. I have no idea where yet, but I'm setting the intention that I want to skydive this year in a cool place. So that's, I know it's a little bit of a different goal, but I've decided to add some new stuff this year, add some new flavors to it. So yeah, I want to jump out of a plane this year. I want to skydive. Next, I have a family goal. I had such an amazing time this past November vacationing with my family in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. We spent 2 weeks there, and I really got some quality, solid family time there. So this year I'm setting the intention that I want to go on a vacation with my family. If you see your family on an everyday basis, you're very lucky. I don't, and that's why, I mean, having not seen my family for a full year and getting to spend 2 full weeks with them on the beach was such a pleasant experience. But to have everyone in that very like relaxed and carefree state is really where you can access the present moment and a lot of quality time. So I'm looking forward to having a holiday with my family, and at this time we don't have anything planned. We have a small weekend trip planned as a family, but nothing greater than that. But I'm really hoping that this year something like that will manifest for me. I'm trying less and less to plan out my experiences and let them flow freely, which is something that I learned about my goal setting last year. Is I felt like I had set out a plan, I had set out months, I had set out dates long time in advance. For example, a trip to India that I wanted to have that just didn't come to fruition, but many other things did. So I'm allowing this year to flow, and by setting these goals, I'm setting these intentions as well. So I'm allowing, if it is the right time and if it's meant to happen, it will happen, but I'm less and less attached, which then in turn leaves less and less disappointment if these goals do not get achieved or these situations do not manifest. I wasn't really attached to them at the beginning, I just set the intent about them. And speaking of manifestation, I thought that this year I was going to add this manifestation goals category to tell you guys about. So of course, there's more and more things that are gonna manifest this year than I could ever imagine. There's gonna be more and more abundance for you and I than we could ever picture. We just have to be open to it. So the abundance and the manifestations that I want to achieve this year is a new apartment. I'm going to be moving very soon, and I'm going to be signing a lease somewhere for about 12 months. I'm sure that's what it's going to be. And what I really want to manifest myself is the perfect apartment for me. A space that I want to be in, a space that I can work in, a space that I can really get in tune with myself in, that has positive energy. I'm definitely saying like no basement suites. I really want to try to manifest my dream apartment, and the one that is perfect for me and perfect to assist me and nurture me in all the growth that I'm going to have this year, whether it be career, whether it be like friendships and relationships, etc. I really want the most perfect space for me. So I've already started Pinterest boards on manifesting my dream apartment, and I'm going to be working on lists and all different things to just manifest the best, most perfect space for me. And lastly, as you guys know, this year, one of my manifestation goals is to manifest love into my life and to be open to love. Of course, this type of thing happens in divine timing, but it's something I am setting my intentions around. It's something that I'm trying to bring forth into my physical realm. And so I just thought I would share that with you guys, and we'll revisit it in a year and see if a loving relationship or partnership has manifested itself into my life. And with that, it brings my list of goals to an end. I am curious, are any of my goals the same as your goals, or is there anything that you'd like to add to your list from my video? Don't forget to check out Kia's video as well for more ideas and more inspiration on how to make 2019 your best year yet. So I hope you guys all have an amazing day. I'm wishing you all the abundance that the world has to offer, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye!
Bye.